range, but this Galio, typically you see Galio in dive comp, sort to provide a lot of extra protection, and I think in Ahri the matchup can be fine, but of course Corki, a very powerful early laner. Braum can offer a lot in the 2 versus 2, but you imagine the Ezreal Leona just can play it relatively safe. Hang on, Execute's face checking.
Immediately gets charmed, okay. Execute, well, he's lived up to his name there. Caps gets first blood, stand behind me, and we'll be able to get to safety. Larssen forced out in the mid lane. Broken Blade now on the receiving end of the gank in the top lane. Adam flashes to knock him back, and oh no, Cho has been gaffed by Adam and Malwang. I don't know what
push on the bot side of the map, with Caps having control of the mid lane as well, making this a very difficult objective to really enter for the side of Rogue.
I also like the idea of the play where you bring your AD carry up early, you show AD in the top side, the enemy responds thinking, oh, they're playing for the grubs. They're trying
4v4. It's going to be a close one. This Braum can offer a lot of value.
Exactly like that. You see the stun already onto Labrov. He's now going to have to walk away, a little bit wounded as Malwang's on the chase. Flashes forward for Skumon, gets the knockback. Execute looking for those concussive blows will get them onto Skumon, who falls to Malwang. Now the chase continues. Labrov has to flash away, and Summer still has the flash and the cleanse and an arcane shift. Safety.
I mean, this is one of the things I wanted to see a little bit. Oh, I have to hold my breath. Malwang.
Broken Blade's going to be caught up by this. They'll still have the flash, trying to trade back onto Adam, who's holding his distance for now. The Rupture goes wide, and Broken Blade is slammed into the ground by the True.
At the end of the day, Rogue is in a better position. So we've seen a few of these objective starts from G2, and I think they're largely just testing Rogue. See, hey, I mean, if you don't come and check this, we're going to punish you for it.
Labrov's just going to flash for this. Zenith Blade, they know he's got cleanse. Solar Flare just doesn't quite get the stun. Ignite is ticking on Patrick, but he'll survive. Nature's Gas coming out from Malwang. The chase continues here with the TP coming in from Adam. They'll look behind Summer, able to dodge away from the route. Labrov was unable to, though. Very solid early game for them, and it has to be, because this weekend for Rogue is so vital. They need to be picking up wins. They're currently sitting at 1-5 as Larssen is caught out with the Rupture. Doesn't have the flash. Very tanky. Season Desist coming out as well, but Larssen now down to 300 HP, and he is nommed by Broken.
That was the flash that was burnt earlier, thanks to Caps in the 1v1 bot side of the map. You can see, though, Adam now starting to bully out Caps, and he's primed for a dive.
Nature's Grass coming out once again. Caps does have the flash. TP comes in. Caps Spirit rushes past the Nature's Grass, then back in. Malwang flashes for the Twisted Advance. Caps is shut down. Broken Blade looking for the Rupture with the flash away from Adam is just in time. The chase
just put pressure elsewhere on the map, and it's just limiting G2's options in the early game. We really haven't seen Skumon and Caps work together at all in this early game. One of the big things we highlighted was this. Oh,
Execute is flanking, man.
Is it a good flank?
The flanking Braum is the deadliest. Doesn't quite hit the Winter's Bite. Does get the auto on Hans Summer, who will just jump away. Labrov still looking to see if he can go for the engage. Meanwhile, the bot lane tower is going to fall. So it'll be a tower for a tower in the entirety of the exchange, but with Rogue to close a very long gap in a very short period of time. Rift Herald now, though, from G2 as they accelerate the game. 500 gold ahead, looking to break this tier 2 in the top side as we see the rest of Rogue taking a dragon on the bottom side of the map. The tier 2 does fall. Looks like that Rift Herald is going to be rowed towards mid lane. Can you do it, Skumon? You got your driver's license through the gap, round the corner, hit the apex. Now he turned in on me. He just turned in on Skumon. Can't believe it.
I don't understand that driving reference.
Bono, you got to look that up right now. Able to sneak it out, but it looks like Rogue might be collapsing towards the top side here. Larssen waiting on that Mega Blast Cone. They'll try and get onto Skumon. They catch him out. Glacial Fissure going down as well. The flash forward, flash away, but they're looking for those concussive blows and they'll land them. Broken Blade can't do much to dissuade Rogue from just collapsing on Skumon. They'll get the kill. Now they'll turn that attention across towards the Cho. Shielded Durant for the stun, and that should be a very dead Cho'Gath. In the end, Broken Blade will fall to Larssen. The mid lane tier 2 will fall, though, as G2 have a little bit of time with it, and Patrick can't keep them away.
Debatable who is the real winner there, but
Caps for G2, 2,500 gold ahead of Larssen. TP behind. We talked about these flanking wards before. Patrick's already taken a bit of chunk. Skumon doesn't have the flash. Broken Blade looking for the Rupture here. Patrick has a flash of his own. He'll flash away. Twisted Advance from Malwang. They jump onto Execute as he's now in the middle of G2. Labrov falls low. Hero's entrance. Execute's already dead. The charm just short. Perhaps a little bit too early from Caps as he wasn't able to catch Larssen as he landed. Caps still going in. Another charm comes out. Once again, just wide of their Rogue target. A Drake for G2, though.
They get the heal out from Execute. Adam, though, doesn't commit his TP, and neither does Larssen, so that investment from G2 means that there is an advantage in favor of Rogue, because both were used.
The risk now for G2 is that the Archon has been begun by Rogue. They don't have a TP on Broken Blade. He's on his way. And the problem is, there's a feast and a smite on one side and only a smite on the other. Now, of course, Maokai relatively good at securing objectives, but very hard to do against basically 2,500 true damage. Broken Blade on the front line, Rupture's gonna land on 2, Solar Flare follows up onto Execute, and he is down. Patrick locked up with the cease and desist, and the Rogue took too long over that neutral. Malrang now met by Caps. Is going to get charmed up. The Archon, though, G2's main objective after those 2 kills. Baron as well, a possibility, as they get that false life and have already forced Rogue away.
The biggest strength of Rogue in this game has been the synergy of Malrang and Adam, and we just haven't been able to see that in these fights. Rogue's coordination is just off, and it made it so easy for G2 to collapse onto the bot lane of Rogue and turn the fight in their favor. Now, with this Archon buff, they set their sights on the Baron, and it's going to be a tough battle for Rogue.
It's kind of like shooting fish in a barrel, though. Broken Blade on the front line, the immediate turn. Never mind, the fish have got Uzis. They shoot back. Lebrov takes the kill. Baron down to 6,000. Malrang trying to find a way in here. Does have a blast going, but it looks like Rogue. And the blast gun's actually a little bit too far away from Malrang, I believe. Baron secured. Lebrov looked for the flash, couldn't find it onto Adam. Rupture going wide as well, and G2 should count their lucky stars that no one fell down there to the poke from Adam, and will start to back away. First recall's coming out. Nature's Grasp used by Malrang as well. They'll land the root on 2. Lebrov is low, rooted up as well, but in the end, the Nature's Grasp not going to do enough.
Well, the interrupts at the very least should open up this mid-tier 1 tower for Patrick.
It bought them 4 whole seconds, Betty.
Certainly did.
Let's go.
So a small advantage game. There's a disconnection between what it is that Rogue wants to do, and it seemed like
Patrick doesn't have flash, Betty.
No, he doesn't.
And Hans Summer makes him pay for it. Hans gets his first kill of the game. Patrick just overextending on the bot side. I wonder if G2 played around vision well there, as Patrick definitely thought he was safe.
I mean, it's a frustrating situation to watch Rogue get themselves into, because it was a very good early game. Yep. They were playing around the map very well, but the moment they entered that mid game, they were trading kills for towers. G2 was just slowly taking control over the game, and then they tried to force an Archon, which they just fumbled on the execution. And now G2, fully in the driver's seat, set their sights on the inhibitor towers.
Rogue really need a win this week. If they go 0-3 again, they will be one of our 2 teams getting eliminated. Whether SK will join them, we have still yet to see. Broken Blade on the front line there. Malrang looking for that flank. Rupture coming down. Caps still on the wrong side of the wall, but he can just dash back, and with the way he's pushing in bot side, Caps goes in, executes. Well, he's executed by Caps there. Jumps across the wall. That Braum not looking tanky at all. G2 might have to think about backing away because their false lives have fallen off. Another charm goes in. Larson pops the taunt to get that DR that Betty was talking about earlier. TP into the base here by Broken Blade. Caps down to a 3rd HP. Larson has to just his punch away. Where's the peel is the question. Broken Blade going forward. Twisted advance already onto that Cho'Gath. Rupture goes wide. There's only a cannon minion here, so Hansama can't get in range of the tower to really do too much damage. Another TP coming in as Caps will rejoin the party on full life. The inhibitor in the mid lane, the first target for G2. They're chipping away at it, but unable to quite get it down as of yet. They do still have the Baron buff in another 20 seconds. They'll take the inhibitor tower in the bot side. They have a double cannon minion wave here. Larson chunked out. Caps flashes forward once again, looking for the engage. Patrick had to cleanse, and Valkyrie away. The inhibitors will fall. 2 of them go down. G2.
There's Galio in this composition. Maybe there's something that I'm missing, but when you have things like a Corki and a Jace as a foundation, I can see the idea behind the poke. You chip away at your opposition before then following up and then looking for an engage. But when you have Braum Galio, it's very difficult to really follow up once the poke damage has been done.
I love looking at that number.
His feast.
It's going to be like 1,000 true damage? Or, okay, 1,000 true damage to champions and 1,626 true damage to junglers, monsters, and minions. How much health does Patrick have, Betty?
He has 2,297
Okay, so
HP.
it does half of Patrick's health.
Give or take.
Nice enough. Nice enough as G2 will push in the top side, and unless Rogue finds something truly special in this moment, it feels like a victory march. The charm goes down onto Larson. There's the solar flare for the follow-up. He's dead, says Betty. And I think G2 agree. The inhibitor will follow shortly after, as G2 now in a 4v5 can continue to advance. Patrick chunked out by a mystic shot there from Hans Summer. No Baron on G2 right now,
they
so
really
the minions
don't need it.
a little bit less tanky. Look, Betty, I'm looking for the silver lining. I'm looking for the light at the end of the tunnel, but it seems like it's a train about to collide into Rogue right now. They go for the engage. Malrang's already dead pretty much. Adam locked up by Skumon. Malrang goes down. Adam has to dodge away from the Zenith Blade, but the Nexus towers have been wailed upon by G2. And Rogue will fall to 1-6. It was a good early game, but G2 through the mid-game showed why they are still a force to be reckoned with here in the LEC, and why that 6-3 record that Betty talked about earlier won't be broken today.